What's up, everyone? The Coyled Cobra here. I just got through customizing another one of my Beretta 92s, and I did extensive frame modifications. So I'm going to walk you through all those frame modifications, plus explain all the upgrades to the parts and accessories, and also show a close-up look of the custom Cerakote job I got from Blackbeard Customs.
Ready, clear.
Alright, so I got my 96 Elite 1A Brigadier that I'm going to be setting off for Cerakote soon. This is a 96, so it's chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. I'm going to be putting on Elite LTT, so it's going to be a 9mm once it's all completed. But if I were to take the upper off, and you just look at the frame with all the work that I've done, this is basically a Vertec frame. The Elite 1A, I think, was the earliest release of the Vertex, so the frame is exactly the same, and you would never know it's an Elite 1A unless you actually looked up my serial number. And so you can see I've done a whole bunch of work to it because most Beretta frames have a couple things that kind of annoy me, so before I Cerakote anything, I do all my work. First thing you notice is the beaver tail there. It's nice and comfortable now, so there's no sharp edge right there on digging into the webbing of my hands. I've also taken in all the sharp edges around the magazine release, as well as on the trigger guard area there. It has the infamous sharp triangle there. It kind of gives you the Beretta knuckle like that, and then I've softened the edges on the trigger guard area, undercut the trigger guard area, and I've also added front checkering on this because Vertex, unlike the 92Xs that are out now, the original Vertex did not have horizontal checkering. They only had vertical checkering. So that gives it, you know, some grip area there for your fingers to slide into. I normally don't mind, but I figured since I was doing all this work anyway, I might as well add some checkering there. And I had the 92X grip module on it to give it the Beretta hump there that I like. And I actually do like the grip texture on this grip module. So this is what it looks like before I send it off to Cerakote. And then, like I said, I'm going to be putting on a 92 Elite slide. When I'm all done, I'm not going to get the Cerakote, I'm just going to get the frame done. So that's what this looks like. Alright, so this is what it looks like fresh from Cerakote. This is a custom color. This is a tungsten color mixed with some black, so it's a little bit darker than the regular 8 Series tungsten. You can see all the framework that I did, and now it looks like it's from the factory. Beaver tail, no sharp edges, undercutting the trigger guard, dehorning the trigger guard, and then also adding the front serrations. So let's put this back together and see what it looks like. And this is what it looks like all assembled and complete. I really like the custom tungsten color and how it contrasts the onyx barrel and all the black parts. I'm actually going to go over all of the parts and upgrades that I did to the pistol. Before I do that, let's go over all of the framework that I did with the Cerakote so you can actually take a closer look. So let's start with beaver tail. Beaver tail looks nice and smooth now. There's no sharp edges for when I'm driving high on the pistol there. Also undercutting the trigger guard there and softening the edges. There's no abrasive edges for my finger right there, so it's actually very, very comfortable. Also, the front checkering that I did there gives it some texture for my fingers to actually grab if I need it. And so all that work, along with the beveling or actually whitening of the magwell, looks like it's from the factory now because Blackbeard Customs did an excellent job. Now this is the Elite LTT slide upper, and I actually have a Ken Hackathorn Ameriglow night sights with a different rear sight. This is actually the 92X rear sight that I like the way that looks a little bit better. Still has the GD cocker. I did put in the Elite LTT trigger bar with the 92X trigger, and this has the match hammer, so you can actually see what that reset looks like there. It's a very, very short reset in single action mode, so I really like that. Let's take a look at what this looks like with the Elite 1, which is what it came with, Elite 1 Brigadier slide on that, and I really like the gold tone kind of, you know, complements the tungsten color there. So if I want to shoot it in 40 Smith & Wesson like it was originally designed, or actually originally came, that's what that would look like. But for the most part, I'm going to be shooting in 9mm, and it's going to look like, don't know what that was, it's going to look like that. I really like the weight balance of this, and it's a lot more comfortable when you undercut the trigger guard and soften the edges on the beaver tail. It can get really, really high and tight on the pistol, and yeah, this is a really, really cool custom pistol. I've done a bunch of these, And I think this color actually may be one of my favorites now. So take a look at Blackbeard Customs on Instagram, and they work out of Guns LA in Burbank. So if you go there and you talk to them, tell them that the Coyled Cobra sent you. All right, so there's the close-up of my Beretta 92 Elite 1A Brigadier. I'm going to be having more of these custom Beretta projects in the future. So if you haven't already, please take the time to hit that little red button right there to like and subscribe so you can get updates on when those videos are posted.